Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Gary Grigsby's Warned East. Let's continue where we left off and quickly take a look here. So there are a few things that are a bit weird here. I have the 21st that I actually want to get together, split up the 61st. Alright, this already seems to be a lot better. The blue infantry division is not doing very well, but I don't have any units that can deal with it currently. Anyway, the '26th can take these two. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they actually need to switch. Need to move 18th Army to Chudovo. To rather stay in the center like that. Then I'll have the 2nd Corps here, and they can take another division that's separated. There we go. That's will allow the Panzer Corps funny that the name remains Depot 3 even though there's no depot now. It's you to move in here because they can take more units, the 56th Panzer Corps. Actually, yeah. There we go. That's the 56th Panzer Corps. And then I'll shuffle the 28th Corps over to Kushinovo because they can also take 2 extra units. 28th over here. Doing a lot of shuffling around here. I don't think these two can move. But I'll free up some slots here and I'll see how that goes. Because, yeah, it basically means I can get some units off of the line, take over some of those units, shuffle the 9th further south. Things like that, but that also takes time. I mean, they're currently operating from Starya Russa But I think they're better suited to go to Pino for now. Just like I think Army Group North should be moving from Pskov to Veliki Luki here. Since they also have the 9th Army and the 9th or 3rd Panzer Army. 3rd Panzer Army is at Vyazma, so they already have like stuff in the south, and well, the front line is now so big that this makes a bit more sense. Anyway, the 3rd Panzer Army, the stuff needs to be organized a bit because it's too big. There are 6 units that should probably be under the 16th. Let's take a look here. The 1st Corps now has nothing assigned to it, interestingly enough. So let's start here. The 5th Corps has them. And the 10th Corps... Oh. 20th Corps. Should have them, but not those. So let's see. If 20th has taken up till here, the 10th Corps needs this. And this. That means all of these have 8, putting them to 24. Then I'll have the 1st Corps going down. And you going down. 1st Corps going in here. Taking at least a Moscow Jaeger and 387th. Putting 16th Army total at 27 out of 27, and they're at 46. So that's already a lot better. I'm not quite sure whether we can fix everything with the different armies, but it seems like at least by adding another 1 unit to 9th Army, we can stop overburdening 3rd Panzer. So but it needs to be a full division, like the 161st. Something like that. Now, it seems I can push the enemy out of Dubna this time. Still need to get to Chula, and the only way to do that is by hammering them constantly. I don't have an infantry somewhere in there. Like I said, kinda... need to reshuffle then. Let's do that. take out 227th. Put you over into Rusa. And now I can put you under the 8th Corps. And let's just take out the 23rd. Because they're gonna withdraw in 2 turns and they're very weak. Well, let's actually put them under the 7th. Either way, let's just keep them there. So the 7th is now overburdened, but then if I put you under the 27th, that should fix that, and now we're good to go. The 3rd Panzer Army is no longer overburdened. Technically, I didn't even need to transfer them. Yeah, well, we'll see. At any rate, the weird thing is that you should not be in Smolensk either, technically. But they should rather be in Bryansk. Although, no, let's put them in Mogilev. Just like this, because they have those 4 armies. Makes more sense. Yeah. The Army Group Center is overburdened, but everything is... all the army groups are overburdened. Okay, so I need to reinforce this a bit. And reorganize it too. Let's kick them out. Because they have no purpose being there. It seems like in some areas it's just not enough to have part of those defenses. That's how it seems. But okay, 5th Panzer is now doing a bit better. And no, they are so weak that I actually don't want to put them in there either. Could put you in there. But I don't have that much faith in these guys. We'll see. We'll see. Certainly you'll be added together. And the SS Cavalry Brigade, I'll leave them there still to refit. They'll probably not get a whole lot of reinforcements, but currently they're in a bit of trouble. I'll try to stay away at least 1 hex from the pocket with a lot of these guys, because then at least they can reorganize themselves a little bit. For as much as possible, really. Like, this unit is absolutely defeated. actually all three of these. They should all be on refit, all out there. So there is that. Then after that, there are a few airfields that I really want to take, so it will be hard for them to recover. I already got this one. They still have a depot at this city, but if I don't take those airfields, they're going to be able to resupply from there, and I'm not too interested in allowing them to do that. So I'll take some of my weaker divisions, like 3rd Panzer and that motorized division, and they will go and take those. They should not have any more depots in there. I mean, they will have a depot there, but they cannot fly any more resources into those positions. And I'll be working towards actually getting those positions now. Let's take out the Luftwaffe Field Division. These two should be on refit. I could technically use them, but they cannot do a hard attack anyway, so let's just leave them to refit. They're also on 14% supplies. Just generally not a position you want them to be in. And I need to not only like I can't move that much this turn because there's a lot of mud, but I also need to be careful because some of my units here are dangerously weak, and thus I need a better line. To start with. Although I also want to get them out because that allows me to take that hex. Ideally, I'll be able to get something in there, like them. And it seems like this is empty, or a lot of this is empty, which is fine. Both of those can actually stay there. Should actually split them up like this, I think. And then do this, split you up, and have 2 parts in here, 1 part in here. And then I'll have 1st Panzer move a little bit forward, but just keep them on refit. Now. HQ has to go in there. Let's take a look at these. This is the 43rd Corps. Let's put you on there too. There we go. Then a Panzer Corps can right. I would have to take a look because there are certain HQs out here which are not doing super well. But I'll probably do that in the next episode. So I can continue working on stuff down here. Right. How weak are you? 45%. Let's take you out, you in there. And I'd like these to get back. For some reorganization. Okay. Now we're looking at these guys here. It shouldn't be that hard to beat both of these and re-establish control over this encirclement, you would think. So let's just take a look at what I can do, which for example is at least getting rid of them, and at the same time saying goodbye to the cavalry. Now, another thing that I want to do is attack here, beat them back over the river. Okay. And let's see if... yeah, these guys have no attack that they can make, which doesn't necessarily have to be a problem, but I do have to beat that rifle division rather. With some powerful units, which I don't have. Oof. Oh. They were a lot weaker than I expected. Huh. Well, it's not as if I can use the motorized. But I will move in there. I don't think I can put other units in there either. So it is still tricky. There are quite a few decent attacks that can be made either way in here. It's a shame. I don't have a unit to go around. Okay, these Italians are once again quite a mess. I don't like this because it means that some of these forces are indeed rather, well, let's just call it escaping. But they're very weak. Well, let's move Totenkopf. You in there. And Oragras Deutschland it is. If I split them up, along the river, just like this. That seems to be much better way of dealing with it, and it shouldn't cause that many issues. Here either. I know that these are not particularly powerful, but if the AI wants to attack them and to beat them, then they can go ahead, basically. Okay, I think this looks a lot better than it did before. And there we go. Let's get you into Milarova. And then with some luck next turn I should be able to liquidate that pocket. Yeah, so that looks to be quite fine, I think. They'll be able to move further down quite quickly. Of course they can't actually, you know, rebuild it very well. Okay. Alright, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it short for a little bit today. So I'm gonna wrap things up. I want to thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Take care, see you then. Bye-bye.